Welcome, welcome, welcome to the journey of Grandiasha. Welcome.
We're
Welcome,
back.
welcome, welcome. We are back. We are officially back. For this week, at least.
Why'd you say that? No.
We're,
No, don't put that
we're
on us.
getting into summer, so it may get to a point where I may or may not reschedule this game just because I know everybody's availabilities is changing. So if it comes down to it, I will change out the game day. But for right now, Wednesday is our best go-to. So it just seems that for the last month and a half that we all have had life things come up. And you know my saying around here in the Will-O-Wisp Woods, life always comes first because we are all human. So, as a quick rundown, last episode, a month and a half ago, our wonderful players, our absolutely amazing players, were traveling around Flamenbroth with help of Dwindle after his near-death experience before the king, as Dwindle, being back in Flamenbroth, seemed to be quite a shock to most of the populace. However, as it would seem, our wonderful Dwindle has been allowed life. So, in exchange, his friends that have accompanied him, whether he has liked it or not, are now under his watch until his uncle decides what to do with him.
It's Grandpa.
Grandpa decides to do with him. Our wonderful group, of course, has also decided to go on a shopping spree, because what else would our wonderful group do than buy anything and everything? So, our beautiful group, after going on this shopping spree and finding themselves actually enjoying Flamenbroth quite a bit, the group began their wandering through the city once again, before suddenly things took a turn. As the group traveled through the city, they felt a very strong rumbling. This rumbling only became more apparent the longer they allowed it. And at first, it had seemed like a simple earthquake, maybe? Perhaps? But it quickly turned as people began realizing that the rumbling was coming from the front gates. Now, our group finds themselves within the main part of Flamenbroth, on the opposite end of the front gates. Just coming back into the great halls. So, as the city rumbles and shakes, buildings having small bits of stone fall off, loose stone from the ceiling, loose stone that they've left out.
Just decorative, don't worry about it.
A statue shakes slightly as Parents grab the young dwarves and shuffle them away. The guards begin moving and mobilizing, most going towards the royal hall, and many others synchronizing as they go to find out where the source is coming from. And it seems that the main doors are not the only places rumbling.
Ugh.
There's a sudden pause as the rumbling stops. There is a moment of respite. You all find your footing. What would you like to do?
I'm not gonna lie. Dwendal's probably just gonna go into guard mode. You know, century, like his half a century of training at least, just experience. He's just, I guess it's just muscle memory. Where would he go though?
Well, the question is Dwindle going to leave his companions?
No. He knows they're better than a lot of the guards here, so. Not to mention, they would get lost. And that would be bad. For all of us.
Ours.
Okay, we'll make you happy, Will. We'll stay as a group.
Well, it doesn't make me
For
happy.
now.
What I'm saying is Dwindle has been left in charge of this group, and now his city is suddenly under siege for the first time in a long time, if ever, in the last probably two millennia?
Yeah, wasn't it like the firestorm ordeal, or?
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Well, 2 centuries of making defenses. Finally get the opportunity to make use of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Where are we?
Well, you all are opposite of the main entrance where the strongest rumbling is. So.
And it'll take a while to get to the front gate, right?
From where you are, if you were to run, it would probably take 5-10 minutes.
And there's a second rumbling, right?
There is more rumbling coming from the walls themselves.
Okay.
Dwindle, I don't suppose this happens often, does it?
No. Some fool's attacking us right now.
What a fool.
I don't know my position. Looks at the spot where his badge is. Would be a.
Dwindle, if anyone
Do
can
I
help.
hear a
It's gonna
horn?
be you.
A very specific horn. No, yes, no. No summoning, no the brigade.
Not quite yet, as you understand that most of the time it's only really time to summon when you know the source of the issue, and at the moment the source is entirely unknown.
Well, I'm gonna go to the barracks. I'm gonna take everybody to the barracks.
And you're sure?
Okay.
Because that's a farther run than anywhere else, in all honesty.
Where's the center of it all?
The center
Flats.
of the rumbling?
Yeah.
The front gate. There is a loud pounding on the front gate, and it echoes.
Are you saying front gate or?
I mean, that's where the trouble's at, isn't it?
Aye.
Yeah, we got your
Orphan?
back.
Always.
Just let us know where you need us.
Hmm.
Can I make a perception check on the walls to see if I notice anything?
Yeah, feel free.
Looks nice.
Speaking of perception checks.
23.
Is Orvon with us?
Rovan? Yeah, Rovan's with us.
Oh,
I
Orvon.
just... Oh, Orvin. Sorry.
Yes,
I
he
misheard
was
you.
with you all when you were traveling around.
Let's go, Orvon. Front gate.
We gotta find his little character thing, because I made him a character token. Where's his fucking character token?
It's like a duplicate of my character token, but less armor.
Are we using Roll20?
We will here in a moment.
Oh, so
So I'll
load up
just start
Roll20.
loading up. Yeah.
I got you.
Apparently I'm not upside down.
Yeah, I'm thinking to the gate.
Hmm. I think it would be our smartest decision, especially if, you know, it is under siege. That way we can help intercept.
Agreed.
Hmm.
I had not made him a token, I had just made him a little...
Oh, right.
Character sheet.
I had just made him a character sheet.
Which is, honestly, a lot more work.
Yeah?
At least the Roll20, all you have to do is click on the image that you want and then just move it over.
There we go. So, I would like it to be known that you all can place your character tokens here in a moment, but you all make your way to the front gate. Orvin looking at Dwindle. Front gate. And everyone watches as Dwindle and Orvin take off. As you all begin your trek to the front, I assume. Wonderful.
Okay.
Odio, with your 23, you notice along the ceiling and throughout the walls, though this place is extremely well lit, you notice strips of shadow fly by.
I don't like that.
You watch as small shadows are ripped from dwarves running by. And you watch as, though no one seems to notice, shadows from objects being torn away as they all fly in the same direction you all are going, but at a much faster pace.
Yeah, that can't be good.
Guys, you remember what we fought back in the castle?
No.
Dragon dude?
No. Yeah, the dragon dude, and then after the dragon dude, that big shadow thing showed up.
Yeah.
The Beastmaster?
Yeah, after the Beastmaster. Remember?
Wasn't there?
No, because you almost got trapped by it earlier too in that thing. I think it's here.
Shadows?
Yes. Starts pointing up while still running. But at this point, she also jumps on Robonk. She's like, yeah, Robon's faster than I am.
I want to look and see if we have shadows.
You look down, and at the moment you do.
We do.
Mhm.
Okay.
I would like Constitution saving throws, though.
Oh, good.
Oh man, it's like I'm good at those.
But you can't. You were so excited to traumatize us, Will. Huh.
Dog,
That
I have been waiting.
23?
A 23?
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's like I'm a barbarian.
23 will save.
Like
Yeah.
a barbarian.
6.
A 6.
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. And Rovan?
Oh yeah, I forgot Robon on this one.
I get trapped in the ring again, don't I?
Bolton. Does he have a thing too? Sorry, I don't have his sheet up. Sorry. Come on. Oh, yeah, he's got. Oh, yeah, he's got. So he's got 10.
Very fun. Very
Roll.
fun.
Bippy.
Okay. So a 10 and a 6 from Rovan and Nyla, respectively.
Yep.
Okay. Nyla and Rovan's shadows are ripped from them.
Makes sense. I could have called that my shadow would be the first to go in this group.
Does it hurt?
Just
I thought
makes
scale
sense.
was her shadow.
Hmm?
I thought scale was her shadow.
Mm-mm.
I have 2 shadows.
Rovan is a construct, so I don't have to worry about him. Nyla, I would like a wisdom save.
Because we all know how good I am at those. 12.
A 12?
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to make a deal with the DM?
No. I'm gonna accept my fate.
Okay.
Oh no.
You feel this strange
boy.
tinge in the back of your mind. But you shake it off.
Okay.
And as you all continue running forward, the source becomes visible. You all make your way to the front gates that are barely holding these massive stone doors, these massive gold-plated stone doors, creaking at the hinges as something beats against the other side. And you all can see a number of dwarves have already set up these large logs, basically, that hold a small groove in the ground and a groove in the door, trying to keep back as much as possible. However, you all watch as the doors bang and bang, and as these doors rumble, the rest of the mountain rumbles. As this may not be the only source, but it seems to be the strongest.
Can I prop my wings as we see this is a genuine threat so I don't use it, so I'm just ready to go?
Sure.
Cool.
I will say that you all have some time to prepare whatever it is you need to prepare.
This would be peak time if I was playing Lars, but I'm not playing Lars.
I want to take a quick peek at Eddie to make sure he's still there, because I know earlier he kept fading in and out.
Actually, I got something. Look at the door, look at this, look at the door. Reach in the back, pull out that giant potion. And it just starts chugging. I'm drinking the potion of heal giant strength.
Nice.
I've only carried this since a while.
Oh my gosh.
I have a strength score of 21 now.
Ooh!
Very nice.
+1. Not really much, but it's better than nothing. Potion.
Your AC is a 21?
Heal giant strength. Add this.
Oh, your
to
strength.
there. I'm just gonna try and actually use it and see if it works this way. And just click this.
As everyone prepares and everyone readies themselves, the group watches as the doors rumble and shake and crack before suddenly there's a pause. Everything stops once again. Continues this silence. I would like perception checks.
16?
16.
12, because my dice hates me.
12, because
7,
her dice
because
hates
my
her.
dice hates me.
Wonderful.
I need to
9.
use dice, but
9.
my physical dice with me.
Okay. Everything seems peaceful for a moment again. And the dwarves look at each other confused and slightly concerned as they stand at the gate trying to help hold the logs to keep the door steady. They look to each other. Two groups, one flanking either side of the group, each made up of dwarven guard. The dwarven guard that could get here. You stand in the center as a group watching these doors stand cracked, beaten, and silent until Dwindle. A few moments pass by, and for a moment the dwarves, though still ready, step up to the door to listen, to try and hear what's going on the other side. And you hear, just slightly, this strange muttering.
Val?
Until suddenly the doors explode open, crushing a number of the dwarves standing at it. The doors crumble and crash, leaving behind nothing but rubble as the building on either side now have destroyed walls. And the doors, once strong and standing stone, now nothing more than rubble.
Ugh.
And from them, 3 huge and disgusting looking abominations crawl through and over the rubble. Scaled skin thrown together, ooze dripping between the scales, and acidic saliva that drips, tearing away at the lower jaw as it's seemingly not made properly. These massive, draconic, disgusting creatures step forward, and over the rubble, following close behind, a figure. And following close behind, a figure. This figure made of swirling shadows, and each of the stolen shadows from Flamenbroth seemed to fly along the walls and into this form, as resting within its chest is a blood gem. Standing before you all, as I pull my players over, three abominations and a figure made of solidified shadows. And just to make it a little easier, just so everybody knows what you're looking at.
Oh. Yucky.
And now,
Oh! Those scenes are huge.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
me giving a classification of them. Those scenes are actually huge. Those are 15-foot squares. Oh, gosh.
And this strange figure following close behind, made of solidified shadow.
Ooh. Hi! You! You ready to lose again?
The shadow looks to dwindle. You will watch your city fall. And the three abominations make their way forward. I would like for everybody to roll initiative.
I did find 1d20.
Oh. Ooh! 19!
My d20 is already way better. Hopefully, it's not just for initiative.
Okay, I'm gonna need one of my other notebooks for this. Just a moment. Alrighty.
Does anyone have any lights? Any light magic? Holy? No.
Like creating light?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got Sacred Flame.
I don't know.
Firebolt.
I've been thinking how to beat this guy for a while now. It's like, you shadow, so...
Yeah, most of my spells are more shadow-like than they are light.
Yeah, great.
Okay.
Right, shadow is shadow.
Okay. From the top, Odile. 8. Rovan.
14.
14. May.
16.
16. Dwindle.
19.
19. Nyla.
22.
22.
Wow!
Hell yeah.
Hopefully this d20 continues to be way, way, way more blessed than the other one. So far it's doing okay.
Please, my
Don't
city's
jinx
at
it.
stake here. Literally, my city's at stake here.
Alrighty. Gotcha.
Don't need the 20 I have.
16. Guard group. 1 and 2. Because I have to roll for these fuckers.
Yeah, you do. Regiment 1, Regiment 2, Regiment 3.
3, 12. We'll just put 5, 14. Okay. These are regular guards. I want that to be known. So,
No, they're dwarven train guards. There's a difference.
these are the run-of-the-mill dwarven guards for the city. These are the ones that almost never see combat, and haven't for the last 2 millennia.
We've run soft.
Let's
Like
see.
some of us have.
We're just babies. We gotta protect them.
Have fun with
Wait,
that.
every single one of them is nearly your guys' age.
Listen,
We're about to lose thousands of years of history from the amount of deaths here.
Okay, this one's going to be green for 3. This one will be blue for 2. This one will be red for 1. That is the shadow. Oh, I guess I should roll for him. Yep.
Maybe.
I don't like the shadow, dude.
No, don't kill Shadow Dude.
I want to
hate
kill
him.
him.
You could have done whatever you wanted outside. No, you come to my home. No.
No. Like, who do you think you are, sir?
All
And
right.
he's already used some magic, at
Mhm.
least. I know that much because we heard him chanting to break down the doors.
Mm.
That's true.
So that's some spell slot used.
Perhaps.
Was.
We'll see. I don't know. Shadows sound like they would take radiant damage wonderfully.
Yeah, I agree.
These guys down here are going to be group 2. These guys are up here with group 1.
Alright, guys, we got reinforcements on the way.
Sure.
You did tell the king about the blood gems, right?
Yes.
There's people looking for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they would know that they're under attack. They should probably protect themselves from that, right?
Well, they don't know what's attacking.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
In dwarven eyes, dragon's probably the bigger problem here.
All right.
Oh, we'll see.
So, at the top of the initiative,
We need to come up with a name for this guy.
I forgot Orvin.
Please don't forget my best mate.
You know what? Just for fucks and giggles, Dwindle, he's going on your initiative with you.
This makes sense. Let the
Um,
competition begin.
I'm not going to lie, I've been using your character sheet for him, so go nuts.
It makes sense.
Imagine you have 2 Dwindles to control because
Oh. But one dwindle's un-itemed. Either way, it's 2 dwindles.
he's also hurt.
Why?
It hasn't been a long rest yet.
Yes, it has. It's been a few days.
It has?
It's been a few days.
It
Yeah,
has.
we've gone 3 days.
It has. You all have gone 3 days. Okay, I'm thankful that you all remembered that because I sure as fuck didn't. I thought he was about to die.
Yeah, I
I'm
would.
thankful we
still.
did.
I would
'cause,
still be
Yeah.
suffering from the
spells.
long rest.
Mhm.
And I'm
We
like,
wouldn't have our spell slots if that was the case.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd probably
Ick.
die instantly. I was very low health.
mm-hmm.
I had like 2 rages left. Action surge.
It was a bad time.
No.
It was
I
a
don't
bad
do.
day.
I don't have much abilities.
Right.
I just hit stuff really well and think stuff really well.
So,
I got my job to do.
Mm-hmm.
at the top of initiative, Nyla, you're
Yay.
up.
Great.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna fly up in the air just a little bit and go.
Just a
I
little
can't
bit.
move.
It's a little bit. Is it 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet?
15 for now.
These things are huge, by the way. Like, genuinely, that's the size
Yeah.
classification. They are, as a token, 15 by 15 feet.
That's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Evan it starts getting to gargantuan stuff, and then it's just the D&D campaign map setting for combat just goes out the window.
So,
Mm-hmm.
now keep in mind you don't have to target the center, because technically speaking, this whole square is them.
There, force a habit. So yeah, I can't control my character right now, just so you know.
What you mean? I went through and I did all that.
Oh, there we go.
Shit.
Oh yeah, why is Nyla next to Rovan?
Rovan's in between
That's
There
both
we go.
of them.
Here we go.
I promise I had all of this set up.
If I go in an upward trajectory, can I go just straight through the other person?
What do you mean?
30, 40, like, can I make a straight line
Yeah.
across? As long as I'm
You
flying
can-
up?
You can do that anyway with people that or allies. If an ally allows you to, you can go through their space.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot with my short bow.
Dwindle, you're on deck.
It actually...
I can see.
I'm gonna start with a short bow, actually, until I have allies closer to help me out with some of the...
Oh, I remember. I know that image. You're evil, Will. That's a very dangerous thing right there. Thank goodness you're not using a step block.
Where did my D20 go?
Somewhere over the rainbow, a galaxy far,
What?
far away.
Oh, that works. I just got
We have
a
pie.
27 with my short bow.
27 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll
I
hit.
started
You're
by rolling
shooting.
a D12 before I realized it was not a D20, and then I got a D20. I got a crit.
Are you shooting?
That would be 10 piercing damage.
Ooh.
10 damage to which one? A1?
Yeah, let's just go for the middle one.
Alrighty.
And I kind of assume there's no place to really hide. Theoretically dash, but... Sorry, y'all. I'm just gonna ditch on me. Stood here. Yeah, we'll just leave it there. Not like I'm in anyone's way right now.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Wonderful. I'd like another wisdom save.
Makes sense. $14.
Okay. So Dwindle, your turn. May, you're on deck.
Yeah. Free action. Gotta look to me best, mate. Herald the Brigade. Always want to say that in this campaign. Where's Dwindle?
The purple one.
You gave me control of Orvon and not Dwindle.
I literally went through and I did all of them. Why'd this no work?
Now I can control it.
That's dumb.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's been a bit. Bonus action rage. Unless. Just in range of dwarven thrower. Barely. I'm gonna make these at reckless
Okay.
because that gets rid of the disadvantage. Makes it a straight roll.
Okay.
Cocked.
Please feel free.
Cocked.
Whatever you want to do.
There we go. 14 plus. $25 to hit,
25 will hit.
and a 30 to hit.
30 will hit.
And it's gonna be from properties, so it's 2d8 force damage. Plus rage, which is just good stuff. Six, 5, 11. 16. $21 damage for the first hit. And 15, 21, and 23 for the second hit.
So 44?
Oh. Yeah, 44.
So, as Nyla and Dwindle just beam into this first abomination, it roars out in agonizing pain, as it looks like it was already in pain before, but now it is not looking good. It has parts of its scales falling off. There are pieces of the muscle showing. It is not pretty. And it looks like this creature was forcibly made into whatever this is.
And use my free action, use my bonus action, use my action. That's my turn.
Okay. May, you're up.
Orvon.
Or Orvon, yep. Then May is up. You're controlling him, buddy.
Ooh.
This is your friend to lose or win with, so.
Ow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I said I asked Orvon to summon Herald the Brigade.
Okay.
So would that be an action to use the horn or no?
he would have to go to the horn tower.
Take back everything, then. I don't know. What does he have? Javelins?
He's got the same stuff you do.
Man, sweet. A second dwarven thrower. Let's go.
Save for that. He's got a great axe.
The second dwarven. Imagine the damage. Oh. It would be amazing. And, he's got a javelin. I don't know how many javelins he has, but he's gonna use 2 javelins.
Okay.
The member dreams he has subtract 1 because you have a 21 and he has an 18. Javelin range. So this would be at disadvantage. Oh, okay, 15 and a 17. That still hits. Does a 20. He's gonna bonus action rage. Does a 23 to hit as well?
Yes. Both hit.
No, he has to roll with this because of.
Distance.
That's a natural 20!
Nice.
And that's a 4. Second one misses.
Real.
That is 11 damage.
Nice.
Okay. It's Orvin's turn as well.
Wonderful. Now it's May's turn.
Okay. May is going to... move up here next
I guess.
to Nyla. And then...
I should have asked beforehand as she's doing her turn. Wait. Is there commander actions that I get or no?
Not at the moment. You don't even really have a position.
Exactly. I was thinking, like, do I get those? I don't know. I wasn't getting anything.
May... Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's your turn.
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on Shadow Man.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast
That
Guiding
was so
Bolt on
good.
that.
What level?
How do you do older levels? Like,
So, pretty much it's just how it works is you cast it at level 1 is original, and then you can upcast it using a different spell slot. And for every level that you go higher, there's some spells have different stuff that you add to them. For Guiding Bolt, if I remember correctly, it's an extra
each slot.
d6? Each
yeah,
slot?
for each slot, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna cast it as level 2, so it would be a 5d6.
It's just stupid.
You're forced. 3, 3, 3, 1. That's 10, and then... another 3. So, 13.
You have to roll the hit.
Oh, you have to roll to hit. Fudge. I forgot. And I think my modifier is my wisdom. So that would be a dirty 20.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Please tell me that hits.
I hope so.
I'm about to be really afraid if that misses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you got a dirty
Mhm.
20 total?
Yes.
Okay.
And then for damage, I got 13.
13 damage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Radiant. It matters.
Yes. 13 radiant damage.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. I'm jealous.
So. You watch as this radiant light erupts from May's hand. And as it flies through the air, it just squeezes past this abomination, this creature, before it slams into the shadow. And you watch as it makes contact, the gem suddenly soaks in a portion of this light, but you still watch as the form shifts and ripples as it seems to have taken the hit. And he seems to now look to May curiously.
We cannot let this guy get any more blood, James. Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Oh gosh.
No.
And you said you got 13 total?
Yes.
Okay. And with that, is that May's turn?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
It's 90 feet away.
Range is our best friend.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
With these guys, yeah.
45, 50, 55, 60, 75, 80. Actually, no, hold on. You all
just
are
tap-
doing damage to that one.
Well,
Let's see.
yeah, what now? Huh?
Hold on. Okay. I need this to linger because my autistic ass is trying to remember where the square was when I can just...
Mm-hmm.
At least you're not like me where I had to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and just tap the tap sidebar up bar.
Okay, there we go. It moves there, and it's eyeing this group here, who look at it, and this being the first time in 2 millennia that most, if not all, of these dwarves have really seen combat anything more than maybe an Underdark creature that usually goes down in 1 or 2 hits, see these creatures and see what you all have already done to them, and looks at this one that is now staring them down, and you can visibly see that they are already somewhat shaken, but their resolve as a dwarf is basically making their feet too stubborn to run. So they all shakily ready their weapons as they look at this creature that is just oozing this acidic saliva that corrodes away some of the stone at its feet as its massive claws slam against the stone, leaving small cracks as they land. These creatures are disgusting, in all honesty. Absolutely disgusting. However, it is this one's turn. It's going to... Uh... 30-foot cone.
Eh?
Okay. So it can
That's
just...
all of us.
It can.
Mm-hmm.
This is when AoE spells get
You
really
watch
good.
as this creature, though basically falling apart, these wings unfurl unnaturally, as if it's trying this for the first time, basically. And these wings unfurl and crack and creak before it pumps and pumps again, and you watch as it takes flight and slams down into the stone as it takes a deep breath, and when it lands, it leaves this cracked layer of stone underneath its massive, disgusting body before suddenly its maw opens and it releases a cloud. I would like everyone to make a Constitution saving throw in that cone. Odile and Rovan are fine at the moment.
How high does it go?
It's a 30-foot cone, so from the
30 feet up.
epicenter...
15 feet?
15 feet?
Yeah.
I'm 15 feet up. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay, so you're just getting caught on the edge of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody within that cone.
Is it poisoned?
No.
No.
13.
Said 13?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dwindle got a 18.
18.
Orvon
Nice.
Orvon got a Mr. Show Off got a 25. I'm competing with myself. Ugh.
Wow.
There we go. Okay. So just a recount. May got a 13. James got an 18. Orvin got a 25. And Nyla, you got a what?
And that one.
Ah! Nice.
Your dice, Nyla, I don't like you.
No.
Go to the first set, quickly. Go to the first set.
I have so many, but they're in a different state right now.
Oh no! Go virtual.
No, virtual HQ, that's what I started with.
Wow.
All right.
Try the Google dice.
Okay, no, Google Dice.
All right.
You're
Google Dice, Google
12,
My con thing.
16, 20,
Oh gosh.
22,
Stop counting.
25, 28,
Stop counting.
31.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so
Ow.
Did I just watch my comrades all die?
May and Nyla take 31 points of acid damage.
Excuse
Ow.
I was correct.
How,
So, 15 or 16 for over the one.
because it was 31, we round up because I allow you all to round up when doing your damage. So that's 16 damage after the save. How much health does May have?
50.
Okay, we're good.
Left?
Wait,
We're good. We're good.
What about Nyla?
Yeah. Nyla, how are we doing?
I just lost more than half of my health.
Oh, that's the AoE.
Oh god.
I forget
We
for
might
some
need backup
reason.
characters.
I forget that for some reason you all have really low health.
It's just me. I'm sorry. I just counteract everybody. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's because
You're
dwindles.
both good.
Just dwindle.
I have 214 health, roughly.
I have 81 in total.
Yeah, your dwindles at almost 4 times mine.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
the
with
glass.
this rage, and unless it's passive and it's just normal, but still.
Okay.
Yeah,
Roland's
yeah,
turn.
we're fine.
Oh, you didn't say.
Ah,
Oh,
I
one
apologize. I
Yippee!
apologize.
sec.
I forget that
20%.
you're the one that controls Rovan.
For
does
now.
18% of the entire party's health bar in a single action. Oh, Robot's turn.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm just happy it's not ancient dragon breath. Then that would Oh.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have Rovan move me and him back. Because I already have
Oh
a plan.
no. My armor isn't magic. Oh,
No, it's not.
you
What? Why aren't you moving?
jerk.
There you go, buddy. And I gotta go with you because I'm still on top of you. So there you go. That's his turn right now.
Okay. The guard 2 group, which are down here. Let's see.
Come on, you slackers.
Okay, odds or evens, James?
Odds.
Okay, good choice. They actually steal their resolve for a moment.
Do I need to be tracking Orban's health as well?
Yes,
Okay.
his is the same as yours.
I'll keep I'll start making no track of that.
Yeah, 15, 20, 25. Actually, hold on. What am I doing?
Yes, what are you doing?
It's a good question. They have fucking crossbows.
Use it on crossbows.
That would make a lot of
I'm
sense.
sorry. Use the dwarven arrows.
Uh-huh.
1 to 1. 1 to 1.
Well, they have to get in range, I suppose.
Aren't they in range?
I think they all have to move up 1.
Even the guy on the bottom?
Funny enough, no, actually. The 2 on bottom can actually stay where they were.
In a perfect line.
And you watch as they all, the ones in the back, run forward to get alongside the others before they all take a knee. They all pull out crossbows from their back. Oh.
Oh.
We lost May.
Ah.
You're
May
back.
has
You're back.
returned.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
There she is. That was interesting. Nonetheless.
Sorry, my thing went on for a second.
You're fine. You watch as they all run forward and pull out these dwarven-made crossbows that look like they haven't seen much of any kind of battle, in all honesty. And, they definitely... Oh, wait, never mind. I'm wrong. They have heavy crossbows because fucking
Oh, yeah.
Flamenbroth is
Oh, yeah.
built for this shit. So you watch as they just ready their armaments. That's fucking wild.
Every single one of them has it. Are they fighters? If each one's a fighter. Oh!
You know what? I'm gonna grab a bunch of d20s because I'm gonna need a bunch of d20s. I don't know why I didn't grab these in the first place.
Metcha, you're also gonna need a bunch of d10s.
Yeah, actually. It's a
All
good
both at
thing
the
I
same
went to...
time.
I'm so glad that I went to Books A Million and got this pound of dice. What am I doing? Now I need d10s. Ah! These two... You know what? There are D100s on top, so I'm not worried about it. Those. Where's another one? I need one more. There we go. These. Okay. So one of them hit. That's a handful of dice. That one misses. That's a natural 20. So 7, 10 plus 2 for 12. That one missed. That one hit. So that's 3 more. No. That's 5 more, actually.
The blue one hasn't moved. And their figure hasn't. Oh gosh. It
Oh,
started off
boy.
so well, but now I'm a bit concerned. Where did
That one
God move to?
hits for 10. Holy shit. You know, I love groups. I also cannot handle them. I despise them. I love big groupings of creatures. I cannot, for the life of me, enjoy them half the time. Because it's like, yes, now I have to do a lot of math. Okay.
Just do it. Just do what I do, Will. Roll the damage and roll the dice at the same time.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just like, that one's a group together, that one's a group together, that one's a group together. Nice.
Yep. Okay.
Wait, there's a plain Horde army in 40k. Perfect. He did such a good summary.
And now they get their second attack.
Or Tyranid swarms.
Because they will use their bonus action to reload.
Good.
That's another natural 20. Those two miss. That one hits. That's a natural 20. So that's one normal hit and two natural 20s.
Very nat 20 so far.
So I will reroll that for 7 plus 2, 9. Then I'll reroll that one for 5 and 7. 12. So 9 and 12. No, 9 and 14. And then for the regular hit, it was a 7. Holy shit. Neat. That one does not look good. You all are doing great. I knew I balanced this encounter correctly.
Right. I mean, it's not like if all three of them used acid breath at the same time, you would have wiped the party. And that's it, including.
I'd be done with them.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Anywho. Okay. The second abomination is up. And it is going to fly so that it's there after dashing.
Yeah. It's like right on top of me, right?
It's right in front of you and right on top of Dwindle. Like, you're basically eye level with it, Nyla, and it looks like it's in pain. It has not even taken a single hit, shot, anything, and it does not look pleased with existence itself. Odile, you are on deck. Okay. So that's at the start of its turn. Okay, good. Nyla, you're up. Not Nyla. Fucking Odile.
Yeah, I'm like, hold on a sec.
I apologize.
Yeah, I was gonna get confused myself too. I'm like, wait, what?
I apologize. I'm very confused because I am doing a lot of math.
Don't bring up with the second pair of guards. And the boss.
I know.
Wow, they got lower than I did. So sad. Um.
Yeah, the
Okay.
the first guards actually got a natural one with their roll.
It's like, oh, the doors broke down. What do we do? We trained for this. I'm forgetting. What did we do?
Let's watch them. Let's wait for orders.
Let's read through our little pamphlet book about what happens when invaders.
Okay. I'm gonna use my action and use Flash of Genius.
Oh, what that do?
Starting at 7th level, you gain the ability to come up with solutions under pressure.
Oh.
Nice.
There's more to it, but nobody's in 30 feet of me. So, we don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to use that. And I'm going to come up with this really, really great idea. I'm going to give Orlon very quick orders before hopping off of him, turning and looking at the group for 2 seconds and going,
Didn't she move with
please
Orban?
trust me and forgive me. And then I'm going to run in a direction that I'm pretty sure has the supplies I need.
Question.
Answer, Daily Devil.
Did you move Rovan 30
Mhm.
feet? Would
No,
that
I didn't use the full 30 feet. He only moved 15.
Yeah, but also would that put any of us within 30 feet then?
No, you guys are like far away. Like, you're 55. May's 55 feet away from me.
Ugh.
Actually, there's only one guard that's technically within 30 feet.
Inspired.
That's if they made a... Hold on. When you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes a ability check or saving throw, you can use your reaction to add to your intelligence modifier to the roll.
That's really good. That's really, really good.
Oh, and I can use this feature a number of times equal to my intelligence modifier.
Now, what are you looking for? Materials-wise. Because you all are in the Great Hall right now. You all aren't actually in, like, the Iron, or the Anvil District, where most of the supplies would be. So what is
I'm
it
just
that you're
looking for small, medium-sized cylinder type items.
Like a cup?
I feel like a bowls might work better.
A bowl?
Bowls.
Bowls?
Because I'm gonna have to put them back. I'm gonna have to put them together.
So,
For what I'm planning on doing.
Funny enough, the buildings up at the building up at the top where some of the wall is smashed in, though I didn't have the hindsight to put windows, you can see through windows in these walls, the curved wall. Those windows actually show that that top building is a tavern.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna give Rovan his little orders. Say, trust me and forgive me to the group, whispering, and I'm just gonna start making a mad dash to there.
You're about 60 feet from the window.
Good news. I have 30 feet, so dash is 60.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Is this including the 15 feet you moved? I'm just trying to...
Yep. Yeah, so Rovan's staying where he is. I'm getting off of Rovan because he's got other orders to do.
Okay.
So I'm going the 60 feet.
All right.
So, come here, buddy. There you go. Wait. I'm not on the ruler anymore. There we go. Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. Nyla, you're on deck, but The first guard group is up. And it is their turn.
Shadow Guy's not taking a turn?
Not yet. Guard group 1 are going to, let's see, how close? Okay. This one is going to move up. This one will move up. Both are now in melee. And these other ones cannot reach just yet, but they will move up to
Crossbow.
there. 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 And this one's easy. There. So, these two are in melee now. And to make it a little easier, he's going to be there. These two are going to use their battle axes. So we're going to take these two. Okay. That one hits for Abomination 2. Battle axe is there +3, so that's that one misses, but they both get 2 attacks. Okay. That one hits for 12. That one misses. Okay, so that's those two. Now, these 4
I always love it.
all of them managed to miss. That's 3 8s and a 2.
You got 3 natural 20s. I had to balance that somehow, man.
True.
Alright. And they're gonna try again after using their bonus action to reload. That's a 1, a 10, an 8, and a 6.
They weren't trained well enough. I just want to say this.
One side's getting a promotion, the other side is getting sent back to the training grounds.
If they survive.
Well,
Yeah.
I believe in my boys.
Let's hope they know how to use their shields.
What shields?
you do notice that none of these have shields at all.
That's fair.
So,
Shields come to or trained dwarves.
the second abomination, the blue one, watches as the first two run up and swing and chop into the leg of this creature with their axe before the heavy crossbows are pulled out by the remaining four, trying to follow suit of the ones below. However, this one, as they launch their arrows, two simply fly past the creature as these four try not to hit their companions and the group before them. And then they all fire and simply hit the creature, but hit it in such a way that as the bolts connect, it skims off of the scales on either side. This creature now looks at these dwarves pained and annoyed, as May and Nyla, as well as Dwindle and Orvan, now can see more clearly the acidic saliva that drips from its maw, quite literally burning away at the flesh and corroding the stone.
Oh. This poor fiend's existence.
I know.
That like the ooze
It's-
from the first monster we ever seen.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the one that harvested the squirrels.
Oh yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
wonder. Very curious.
When me and I don't know about it. Because you weren't here.
My turn? Or
Yes.
cool. I am
Dwindle,
going to
you're on deck.
one forward. And then I would love for this creature here to make a wisdom save. 15 is the DC.
Very nice. Okay. And what was the DC?
15.
It makes the save. I like trying to be helpful and missing every shot, but the second that the creatures need to make a save, it's mint.
Remind me about it.
As you were saying.
For you, is the whole taking a potion a bonus action or a full action?
Is it a healing potion?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Cool.
Up until it gets to the superior rank, and then it has to be an action.
Let me double check what it is.
Because you have regular, greater, superior, and ultimate?
Supreme?
Supreme.
It's a
I
greater.
think.
Greater. Then yes, it's
I'm gonna
still a
take
bonus
that.
action.
Sweet. I'm gonna do that, and then that's gonna be my
Isn't it
turn.
3d4 plus 5?
Mm-hmm. If I'm not mistaken.
No.
No?
This is 44 plus 4.
Yes.
Oh. What are 3 to 4?
Okay.
And is that Nyla's turn?
That is indeed
Nice.
17.
Who did I give? Oh, never mind. That's where it is. Yeah, it is Supreme. And a Supreme is 10d4 plus 20. I bought a lot of potions. I blew so much gold on potions, but it's worth every penny.
Yes, thank you for the potion that I just drank. Feeling a lot better.
So, is that Nyla's turn?
Yes.
All right, Dwindle, you're up. With Dwindle and
Hey.
Orvin, it will be May.
Dwindle is going to Reckless again. Now since it's on this. 30 to hit for the first one.
That'll hit.
29 hit on the second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. $15, 20, 23, 25, 25 for the first one. And another 25. I'm rolling near max damage. So that's 50 total?
To which one? The
Red.
blue? Red? So you're going to run up to red?
No. Dwarven Flower.
Dwarven Thrower, yes. Okay, so that's the first one. And you said how much for the first attack?
50. 25.
All right. You hit it, and you watch as the Dwarven Thrower sinks into the body and then pulls back out, and you watch as the flesh that's already eroding away at this creature's own existence bursts forth as it tries to follow along with the Dwarven Thrower, and the creature screeches out in pain before simply swaying side to side and then falling over as its body begins to quite literally melt now. No longer able to sustain itself.
That's one for me. And I guess now knowing that, Dwindle going to Dwindle gonna go up one space. Well, 2 spaces down that way. Let's make it 15 right here. Gonna move right there. And I guess I'll just use the remaining attack on this one. So 25 to this to free.
Okay. That one falls.
Bonus action. No. Yeah, bonus action. I'm going to make a spike attack on blue here.
Alrighty.
Okay.
See, I
Now I
totally
get the nat
balanced
20.
this.
Now I get the nat 20.
Nice.
That's dang it. That could have been so much more damage. 3, 7, 13, not 13, 12, 14 damage
14 damage.
to this one.
14 damage. Very nice.
Or I'm gonna move up. This is flanking, right?
Yes.
Okay. Which means I don't have to do reckless. It gets advantage on all of these. 8, 16. Battle axe. This is simple math. Why can't I figure this out? 16 plus
Oh, is
7.
this the start of Orvin's turn?
Mhm.
Okay. as both of these fall, the shadowy figure at the end of Dwindle's turn disappears and reappears suddenly 30 feet from where he began. You may continue.
I don't like that one bit. Um, 16 plus 7. I assume or hope to assume 23 hits. 15 plus 7. 15, even a 22.
So, both of those hit.
Okay. Ouch. 13. 3 plus 7. 9. 9 first one. 10. 14. 16. I say the first one was 3, 4, 7, 9. 9. 23 damage for the 2 attacks. Bonus action. Spike attack again. That hits. That's a 25 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Three, 7, 9. 9 more damage.
He kills it by hand. And he looks at Dwindle. That's one entirely on my own. Imagine having to throw a hammer.
You know you want this.
Imagine having to throw a hammer.
But the hammer come back though.
As he then flicks acid off of his blade. And with this creature
Wait, green one?
falling, all 3 fall. And the shadow, now seemingly left alone, looks over each of the group. Well done. What about the others?
That'll be over now. I got still quite a bit of swing on my arm now, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Right, it's my turn to dance now.
I have to look up a spell because I haven't used this one.
No.
Ugh. When he has to look up this long for a spell, this is terrifying.
At the end of Orvin's turn, this creature disappears and reappears once again, 30 feet closer.
No.
That puts everyone but Odile in range, I think.
That's not.
No.
Oh. Circle of
Range.
Death?
Interesting. So there are 5 of you.
Oh no.
Well, 4. Dwindle's the closest. Dwindle,
Huh?
what's your health?
That is 91.
91. Okay.
Oh wait, don't you have bonus temporary HP from raging?
Maybe.
Sorry, it's been a while.
Just go on ahead and count to make sure you've got health.
Yeah, I think it's every time I take reckless. Yeah, whenever I get 14.
Nice. So total up your health.
So I'm at 95 because I took that damage before with the acid breath. And so would Orvin. Yeah, I get to add some health back to us both. Wait, and I took damage, which means I'm actually I'm at 99 for temp.
Nice. I need a dex save.
Dangerous sense? Question mark.
You know what?
It is dex.
You know what? Just because. Sure.
Is this disintegrate? That is a dex save of 20.
20
19
total?
plus 1.
Very nice.
I'm just thinking of the massive spell arsenal that I know and the amazing spells that there are that require a dex save. Finger of Death, and that's a con. Lightning Bolt's good. Lightning Bolt will be really good.
Okay. It is a very good thing that you made that save.
That's great. Oh crap! Oh wow.
And just in case. Okay. Okay. You all watch as this shadowy creature, with Dwindle speaking up. Its attention seems to be drawn towards Dwindle. Before it then raises its hand and points a finger towards him. And you all watch as the abomination in front of him begins to melt away in between the bones that are left behind, at least for now. The shadow looks Dwindle in the eye as its faceless figure stares at him. And its long, bony-like, shadowy finger directs itself towards Dwindle. And a beam fires. Dwindle, feeling this sense of urgency rush over him, quickly ducks out of the way as it hits the abomination behind him. And all of a sudden, the entire body turns to dust.
How much damage do I take?
Huh?
Sweet.
Can I do something?
Why? Looks like it got on his nerves. Oh.
It is your turn.
While
Doesn't have advantage on next attack.
May is gonna dimension door.
Whoa.
Okay.
To right behind him. Where? Yeah, I'll do like right there.
Okay.
And then, well, I forgot it's been a minute since we, I don't really remember how bonus actions work. What can be classified as a bonus action?
It should classify on your sheet, as most bonus actions are class features or some kind of ability. Even spells sometimes are bonus actions.
What the crap? What spell did he use? Oh gosh.
Sorry. Does he look? So he's solid.
Semi-solid, but yes.
May is No, I can't do that. It's an action. Never mind. That is it. I am done. That was my turn.
Okay. with with all the abominations gone, Rovan's actually next.
Mhm.
I'll mark these creatures off really quick. Alright, Rovan's next. The guards are on deck. Alright. What does Rovan do?
He's gonna move up. Right, that was it. He moved up his 30 feet and he's pacing back and forth, watching for anybody that gets super injured.
Okay.
That's his turn.
Alright. The second
He
group
can
of
be a
guards.
little med cart.
Cute.
The second group of guards are uncertain what to do here. And they have to reload and then attack. So, we've got one attack this turn.
Come on, guards. Let's see some more net 20s.
They are going to take their chance and do exactly that, actually. They're going to attempt... They're going to attempt to hit once again. It's another natural 20. But that's the only one that hits. Oh, wait, no, that's a 19. Okay, so 2 of them hit. Nice.
Yay.
So it was this one.
They're already shooting better than our last city defense.
This one and this one, so that's 5 and 1 plus 2 for 8 total. And you watch as the arrow sinks in and it flies through his form, but it ripples his form, and you watch as the gem on his chest glows. As he seems to take a deep breath, and the form then solidifies once more. Nyla, I'd like a wisdom save.
Oh no.
Question, DM. When do one of the people have advantage on their attacks? As a guiding bolt.
Ah, nice. Then we'll just... Nope. Nope.
I'm using a whole nother system again. I want that to be noted. I got a 6. All dice hate me tonight.
Ah! We're coming when it's when they need it.
And your first one was a what?
I think it was like a 4.
Okay, your first one was a 4. Your second one was a
6.
6, and this one is a...
Oh, this one was a 6. I only did 2, I think. There's a different con.
Right.
Let me roll wisdom next one.
Right. Yes, I did.
The con was the nat 1.
Mm-hmm. And you're sure you don't want to make a deal with the DM?
Yeah. I'm sure.
Okay.
I've already made one that's swimming over my head. I feel like at this point I gotta accept the consequences.
Okay. As long as you're sure.
I'm sure. It might cost me my life and or my soul, but I'm sure.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Nyla, you're flying at the moment, right?
Correct.
How high up?
I think it was about 15, 20 feet.
Okay. Okay. So that's 6 plus 1 plus 2 for 9. Another arrow or another bolt flies through his form. And I need one more wisdom save from you, Nyla.
Oh. No.
Hey, that one's a 19.
19. It's good. That's good. Setting aside these dice. Okay. With that, it's Odiel's turn. Because Abomination 2 is also dead. I have them marked off now, so I know.
I'm starting to get worried. This is like a I forgot the One Piece character, but it's kind of his design is he takes other people's souls or whatever, like a voodoo, and it damage is dealt to them.
Feels highly plausible right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, what does Odiel want to do?
I'm going to move the rest of the way into the tavern to get the supplies I need.
Okay. You can jump through the window without much difficulty, as they don't really close them around here because there's not much reason to. It's mostly just decoration.
Did that actually count as 20 feet?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say. Alright.
The walls are thick, but it's not
Big.
like that.
Are you gonna say like around here is where I would find the things I need? Okay, so then I move over there.
When you get in, you do actually see a number of citizens and civilians simply cowering behind the bar across the room.
I'm gonna pay them no mind. We'll be like, nope, focus. And I'm gonna go directly to what I need to do.
Okay.
So then I have a question on this. Can I use my bonus action to get the supplies set up and then use my action to cast the spell I need? Or do I have to use my action to get the supplies set up?
No, it's a free action because it's just interacting with objects.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm going to interact with a few items then that I had also had on me too, because I knew I had them on me. And I'm going to grab those bowls and everything, and I'm going to put some things into the bowls, but underneath the bowls, I'm going to use the lace that was used on my corset to put underneath it. And I'm going to have the other bowl ready to go. And I'm going to cast the cantrip light into the bowl with all the items inside of it before shutting it closed with the other bowl on top.
Okay.
And then tying it off with the leaf.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell you what I put in there? Or no? No? Leave it as a surprise? Cool.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm
Surprises are
terrified.
Whatever works best for you.
Okay. So then I'm going to use the remainder of my motion to get me back towards the window.
Okay.
Since I only used 20, let's just use the rest to do that. And then, yeah, I can't go back through the window, but I'll leave it back at the window. And that's my turn.
Okay. All right. These guards are going to move up the best they can. Let's see. And they are in the same boat. They are only able to fire off once, as the issue remains that they have to use their bonus action to load and their actions to fire. And since they use their action, bonus action, then action last turn, they have to reload. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. Okay. That's 2 misses, 3 misses, 4 misses. That's a hit. And that's a hit. Wait. No, it's not. Not on that creature. Nope, they all miss.
They hell need to go back to the practice range. Goodness sakes.
They all missed. One of them missed by 1. Well. Nyla.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Sounds good.
Olivia and Isla.
Yeah.
You don't. The dice don't control you. You control the dice.
20. Okay, about 20 feet over and about 20 feet up.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to throw a couple of psychic blades at him.
Okay.
I know, right? Dice really, truly despise me tonight.
It's okay.
We're gonna try yet another app that I downloaded and see if any dice don't hurt me.
Here. My Nyla.
Let's
Hey,
see where
Nyla.
we go.
It's no longer the Will-Eaten curse. It's officially the Nyla curse.
Yeah. Can't put any
Okay,
of the
that
dice
is
in jail.
21 to hit.
A 21 to hit? That'll hit.
On my first one, I'm just gonna roll the 21 and a nat 20.
That's
Okay.
good.
Let's see what I get for damage now. Give me a sec.
Let's keep this app so far.
Right? This is a lot better than other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Means 3 d4 plus 8. I think. Wait, am I doubling the bonus or doubling just the dice?
Just the dice rolled.
That's what I thought. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Okay.
this shadowy
Alright, that is
figure
13
standing.
points of
13
psychic. Yes.
for
Also, I
one
forgot
attack.
to ask. I wasn't for both of them together. My rolling went down again when it came to the D4s.
Fair enough.
Also, they're D4s because they're daggers, but still. Also, I forgot to check, just like lore point. I was not here during the last battle with him. Do I recognize this creature? Like, does it look like Skia?
Strangely, this creature is familiar. However,
Okay.
I need a wisdom save.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Let's see if my luck holds on this one. $21.
Good.
Ooh.
We like this app, at least for now.
Good.
I'm also just gonna whisper a little prayer to Skia of just, hey, you know how you didn't fight the Rakshasa? Do you have enough energy? Could you give us a hand here?
Roll a d100 for me.
That is a 57.
57.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay. Roll a persuasion check.
Interesting. Oh. $27.
What?
Persuasion is a 27.
Wow.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Yep, that'll work. That will work just fine. Pick a spot within 30 feet.
I'm gonna go to this one right here. Wait, changed my mind. I want to go between May and the creature.
Okay. Whatever works best for you.
What is it, Skia?
Shadow versus shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Very nice. Very, 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 very nice.
And I need
Thank you.
to roll a d20 for me.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Back to an at one again. At least I'm making it exciting tonight, right?
Yes.
Well, he will go after you in initiative. However,
Also, I'm gonna be back in 1 sec. My Discord's being really glitchy, so I'm gonna try to just close it and open it back up.
for those wanting to see... Oh,
There we go. We're back. Seems to have fixed it.
for those wanting to see what has spawned between May and this creature.
Really like this art.
Mm-hmm. I had no part in making it.
Yeah, it's really cool art. I made some art, but that's not my art.
Okay. Okay. As Nyla asks for this help, a voice is heard in response. Skia's voice. I will do what I can. Before suddenly another figure made of shadow and fighting for authority in this area begins to swirl and apparate. May watches as her own shadow and a few of the shadows from this creature before her are suddenly ripped from it, and this figure begins to swirl and solidify as a cloaked figure with no face, no eyes, but this strange and almost dangerous aura. And you hear, all of you can hear this, as this figure that's just appeared, the first time that Dwindle's seeing it and Odiel is seeing it. If I'm not mistaken, Odiel's never seen Skia, right?
They've seen it from a distance, right?
Yeah, he led us somewhere.
Led through the blizzard.
So, technically, everyone has seen Skia in a form, but nobody has seen him like this. Nyla knows who it is, and May has no idea who this is, as this is the first time he has taken a solid form. Dwindle has no idea who this is. Rovon has no idea who this is. Odile has no idea who this is. However,
They're probably gonna start too.
this figure then looks at the shadow with the gem in his chest. And you all hear we meet again. Before the figure that had attempted to fire some sort of ray at Dwindle turns and looks over its shoulder towards the newly apparated shadow. Why are you here? That'll fucking hit. So that is 2d8. Four plus 7 is 11. Plus 6 for 17. And that is all. That is damage. That I'm not actually certain doesn't do anything. Gotta pull up the other sheet. Oh, it does do that. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting, very interesting. Okay, so it does
So
take
the ads here
damage.
not covering this kind of epic scene right here, just so you know.
Hmm?
The ads picked the perfect timing to invade.
Wonderful.
Uh-huh. Myth pointed it out and wants to know what's happening, so I wonder if we can put it on pause until it comes back up.
Fair enough. That's fine. It gives me a second to do some math. So that's 11 plus 6 for 17. Math. Wonderful, and then it has to make a save. Makes the save, but that's fine because now he's immobile. All right. Ad is over now. So, as I was saying, the creature apparates, and you watch as this newly cloaked shadowy figure looks to the one that was attacking with a gem in its chest, and it seems that they know each other. We meet again. And the one that was already apparated looks over its shoulder. Why are you here? When suddenly the figure with the newly found form suddenly outreaches its arm, and it turns from a hand to a tendril that wraps around, holding this creature in place. However, I need Nyla, to make a wisdom save.
Here we go. Oh no. Not 1 + 1 for 2.
There it is.
There it is.
Hey, you got ski out.
It's true. I'm really, really loving this and terrified for my character, but in the best way possible.
Mm-hmm. So how high up are you now?
I think it's at about 20 feet.
Okay. You take 5 bludgeoning damage as you all watch as, with this tendril making contact, the creature visibly looks pained as its form shifts slightly. Before you hear laughter. And Nyla turns pale before her wings disappear, and she falls to the hard stone below. And that is where we will end tonight's episode.
Ah,
Oh no.
it's such a good turn
No.
next. Ah.
Yes.
Tune in next week to see my funeral.
So, as the group meets what calls himself Skia, as Nyla falls, and as this creature with a gem in its chest cackles, the Will-O-Wisps end tonight's story. Thank you all for coming along. Thank you all for joining us. We apologize for the hiatus, but it was necessary. And I hope you all know that no matter what, you're cared for, you're loved, and someone wants to see you thrive. However, it seems for now, Nyla will be thriving on stone floor.
As a pancake?
Skinny legend.
So, thank you all for joining us. We do hope that you will join us in the future. And as always, we will keep the campfire roaring for you so that you have somewhere to sit and listen to the Will-O-Wisps and their stories. Next time, here in the Will-O-Wisp Woods. Have a wonderful evening, everybody.